semi-final. Goal in the first leg, decisive against Stellenbosch, beaten in the final by Aris McCann. Here's the chance for Stade Malien. The flag stays down as Thaddeus Nkeng turns it home. A close call for the home side. Inside 30 seconds, a few more since then, but it's they who break the deadlock after a quarter of an hour. Down the left-hand side. Gapombe not there, quite a lot of space. De Ruyck sending his man inside. Goes into the middle. And whilst they dealt with the initial threat of the header, Nkeng was there all alone to turn home, beating Suleiman to the rebound and giving Stade Malien the lead and their first goal of this Champions League campaign. Nkeng, a summer signing from FC 105 Libreville in Gabon. Worth every penny, it would appear, on the basis of their first goal of this campaign. A fascinating career thus far. The Cameroonian started out, of course, in his home country and part of the Porto youth system in Portugal. Also spent time in Ukraine. In his first appearance of this campaign on the score sheet, 15 minutes on the clock. Matale and Simba will look for an instant response. Pound and Panzu. He was quickly closed down. Runs into trouble at the second time of asking. Breaking away again. Frustrating match day one, deflected, or his block deflecting the effort of Benny into the net, and the only goal there, Simba lost and unable to do anything there. As Nkeng struck on the rebound. De Ruyck to the corner again. Simba looking to break. Vitali did well. Now Simba will have to retreat again. Great athleticism from Kapombe, 33 years of age, turning 34 in just over a month. Still looking pretty agile. There, a man about a decade and a half younger than him, Selemani Mwalimu. And Keng looks up for it this afternoon. After a quietish stint with Carabobo in Venezuela, wasted no time making headlines in Gabon. 6 goals and 2 assists in his first 5 matches for FC 105 of Libreville. And there he is again! Well, that was Ismaila Sampara who doubles Stade Malien's lead. And Keng was there as well. Well, what was a dream start for Simba is turning quickly into a nightmare, striking the woodwork with 15 seconds on the clock. With 23 minutes on the clock, they are 2-0 down. Flicked on brilliantly at the near post, over the head of Suleiman, into the far corner, then over the advertising hoardings. Loving this. What a start from Stade Malien. Traore sets the home side on their way again. Simba tries to steady the ship here, regroup, shown some really positive signs in the first quarter of this game. Now with a mountain to climb, the remaining hour or so, effort from well outside the area, sails well over the bar. In the final of the Confederation Cup. The previous season for Simba was the closest they've come to silverware on the alternating years. Another quarter-final appearance here, but 2025 things aren't going to plan thus far. Albeit it's only about 1 1/3 games into their campaign. Would have hoped for a win though against Petro on home soil, and a decent result here against Stade Malien, their first ever meeting, these two teams. By Traore under pressure. I think a collision there. opposite De Ruyck. To see who's stayed down in red. Golo Traore clearly needing to be checked over. Genuine attempt from De Ruyck. It was the former Sundown centre-back. Usman Koulibaly taking on some advice. Both De Ruyck and Nkeng will need treatment. It's a genuine attempt to go for the header for the South African. Missed it and only caught the Stade Malien keeper. It would appear his right leg seems to be what's being treated. 28 minutes on the clock. 2-0 the scoreline. Samadou Bello, another summer signing for Stade Malien. Played for Aigle, Royal du Mungo and Union Douala. Under 23 Cameroon international. Joined Stade Malien, take on a new challenge. Signed a 2-year deal. Here is Mitali, looking for Mpanzu to his left. Didn't reach him. The hosts are always looking for the counter-attacking opportunities. Failed to get out of their own half on that occasion. Here is Mitali again. Camera right to the right. Seems to be moving okay. Nangu. I wonder if Malien will drop deeper now to the King in the 16th minute. Simpara in the 23rd. Slows things down, and Simba trying to play on, maybe not hearing, maybe they didn't hear in the Stade de Vincis Mars that referee had blown to check the welfare of Jean-Charles Ahoua. Quickly under away and quickly given away by Simba. Here comes Diallo. Really lively down that left-hand side, goes to ground in the box. There's a roar from the crowd, but referee was unswayed. Ahoua onto Neo Maema. Mitali. Walimu. Tried to tee up Joshua Mitali, who's leaning back, the number 7. Couldn't keep it down. Surprising absence. Not sure if there was an injury issue on match day 1. The teenager born in Dar es Salaam already made 6 appearances for the Tanzania national side. Scored his first goal. Debut just over a year ago, an AFCON qualifier against the DRC. Scored his first goal in September in the World Cup qualifiers against the Republic of the Congo. to let fly, and that is a save. N'Golo Traore would expect to make. Say let fly, and it never really left the ground. The effort from the Zambian. Signed last year from Power Dynamos, biggest clubs in his home country, at 175,000. Ligo. It's for Panzu. Try and find his way past Baba Diarra. Settles for the safe ball back to Maema. Another former Sundowns player, Neo Maema, joined in the summer alongside De Ruyck. A pair of them spending 4 years with the South African champions. Sundowns held to a goalless draw